I have a number of camera bags for transporting gear. I have a number of backpacks for hiking or for running. What I didn't have was one bag to rule them all. Enter the Lowepro PhotoSport 300 AW2. It helps me combine my passions of photography and exploration. If you've followed me for any length of time, you know that in the past I have simply packed light when it came to my gear and taking it with me when I'm out on my adventures. I would bring one camera and one or maybe two lenses, and I carried my camera around my neck the majority of the time. I may use a lens bag for an extra lens in my hydration backpack. I've been known to wrap my camera in a sweatshirt when the sun went down, or zip it up in a freezer bag when the rain starts. But I have a big trip coming up to Yellowstone National Park, and I have promised you all a book of my photography from the trip. I want to go big while I'm there. No skimping on quality or variety. Plus, I have a drone now and one more on the way, so I'm finding myself wanting to carry more things sometimes. But don't worry, I won't be using the drone at Yellowstone. Here was my wish list when it came to shopping for a bag. I wanted a bag with dedicated camera storage. I wanted to be able to carry other things as well. I wanted a hydration compartment. I wanted to not only be able to hike with the bag, I wanted the option to run with it. I wanted to be able to fit my 15-inch MacBook Pro into the bag. That being said, I didn't want a massive bag. And that brings me to my last wish. I wanted a comfortable bag. Sound like a long list? Impractical? Too specific? Apparently not, because this bag does all of that and more. So let's go through those wish list items and I will show you how the PhotoSport meets my needs. First, I wanted a bag with dedicated camera storage. Ideally, something that would fit a couple of lenses, a DSLR, and maybe my drone. Here's the camera compartment. You turn the bag on its side, you unclip and unzip to access it. You can configure the area with one divider to fit whatever you need. Here it is with my DJI Mavic Pro drone on one side and a couple of extra batteries, the remote controller, and the Canon Rebel T4i and 24mm pancake lens on the other side. Here's the compartment with my Nikon D810 with the 24-70 f2.8 lens on one side and the 70-200 f2.8 lens on the other side. I like that there is a zipper and a clasp to keep this closed. And one thing that makes me feel secure about bouncing around with this thing is that this clasp is attached to a strap that wraps all the way around the camera area so that you can cinch it until your gear feels snug. By the way, Lowepro does have a section on their site where you can see which of their bags will fit your gear and your requirements. It's really quite handy. Other than cameras, I wanted to be able to carry other things as well, right? So many camera bags are great for carrying cameras, but not so great if you want to bring anything else with you. And I'm always stuffing my sunglasses or my snacks for traveling in one of the camera compartments in my other bags. This one has several places for your stuff. First, there is a large area up above to put anything you need. One of my long days out with this bag, I brought my lunch, a jacket, snacks, a bag of random accessories like propellers for my drone, a bag with my lavalier mic, a mini tripod and phone holder, a USB charger. I had my electronic gimbal in here. And frankly, I had a few other things, and I still had plenty of room left. Then there are other compartments around the bag. On top, there's a zipper compartment where I put my wallet, my lip balm, and my keys, which I snapped into this here so that they couldn't get lost. Then there's this big stretchy pocket in the front. It's great for sliding in things that you want quick access to. And then over on this other side, you have another pocket. I had a bottle of coconut water in it one day. Another day I put my two-way radio in it. And there are ties and straps on the outside. You could put stuff like your tripod or sport sandals. I say that because some of my hikes that I'm looking at for my Yellowstone trip have river fordings, so I may be utilizing these straps for some sandals. Anyway, I also like that I can use the straps when the bag isn't full so that my stuff isn't bouncing around too much. I can just cinch it all down. Last, there are pockets on the hip straps. They're not very big though. One of them just barely fits my iPhone 6S, and I usually just put some food of some sort in the other. Next, I wanted a hydration compartment. This is really important, and it certainly narrowed my options. I have grown accustomed to having my water over my shoulder and ready to go, and really I just can't hike without it. This bag doesn't come with the actual bladder, but it does have a compartment for it, and it's advertised to fit a 2-liter Camelback or platypus bladder. Frankly, I put my several-year-old 3-liter Camelback bladder in it, and I just had to fold it down a little bit. I did purchase one of their new 3-liter Crux bladders, and it fits in even better. I'm probably not getting the full 3 liters, but it's close. And bonus points for this compartment being stiff, because I can slide the bladder in without even wiggling it around, even when my pack is full, and that just makes things a lot easier. Okay, next, I wanted the option to run with it. I can get impatient. Sometimes hiking turns into running for me. And when I initially saw the size of this pack, I was a little bit skeptical that I wouldn't really be able to run with it. But I did, and it was good. I definitely knew that I had it on, but it was surprisingly comfortable considering that I had a bunch of stuff in it. With all the straps to customize how the bag fits you, I was able to ratchet it down so that there was very little wiggle and bounce, even when I was bounding down those mountain trails. Now for a probably unreasonable wish. I wanted to be able to fit my 15-inch MacBook Pro into the bag. I don't want to run with my computer in the bag, but I want to have the option to toss it in there when I'm traveling. And guess what? This totally isn't an advertised feature, and I didn't see anyone else do it in my research on the bag online, but the internal compartment of the bag is open all the way down to the bottom, meaning that I can slip my MacBook past the camera compartment, and it fits. It fits in there snug as a bug. Again, this is not an advertised feature. There isn't any protection on the outside if you are, like, I don't know, prone to falling backwards or backing into things, but it'll definitely do when you need to bring all your stuff. Okay, with all of my requirements, this bag seems like it would be ginormous, but I didn't want a massive bag, right? I'm not a big person, I'm about 5'5", and I found that many bags are geared towards bigger frames, and I find them bulky and uncomfortable. This bag, however, is narrow enough to fit me. For my purposes, if I were being nitpicky or building the custom SnapChick special bag, I would like for the non-camera interior area to be a little bit shorter to make it a bit more usable for running more often, but it will definitely be good for my longer hikes, and I will run with it. And really, I think it would fit most people just fine. Now, the 300 does have a little brother, the 200, but it has not only a smaller compartment up top, it has a smaller camera compartment too. And that brings me to my last wish, comfort. I like to stay out all day, and I don't want to be thinking about my pack while I'm out and about. This is definitely a winner. With all of these straps on how to customize how this bag fits you, with all the padded straps and padded back on it, I was really surprised at how comfortable it really is to wear. Even when running around, celebrating my love of the great outdoors, it was just comfortable. I was able to get it to fit me snugly. Okay, so those were my requirements, but I have discovered a few other things along the way. Let's call them bonus points. 1, it has an all-weather cover tucked right into the bottom of the bag. I have been caught in the rain or snow many times, and knowing that this is here is definitely comforting if I'm hauling around my beloved cameras. More bonus points for looks. Seriously, it's so pretty. This blue just makes me smile. You can get black too though. I went with blue because it's pretty, but also because I hike in the heat and I avoid dark colors when I can. Bonus points for durability. Now, I've only had this bag for a few weeks, but honestly, I am hard on my gear. I use it a lot, and I know what to look for. I've tugged on all of these zippers and all of these straps and all of these clasps. I shoved stuff down into this front pocket just to see how much I could get down in there. Basically, I have not been careful with it. And so far, nothing has given me any indication that it wouldn't be reliable. So that's it, friends, my review. I realize it sounds like a bit of an advertisement. So you know, though, this video is not sponsored. Lowepro did send me this bag, but only because I asked them for it. In all of my research, in all of the different brands and options, this was the bag that I wanted, and it did exceed my expectations. I have a link below for you to check out the bag if you want to learn more. It is an affiliate link, which means that you get the same price, but I earn a few cents from your purchase, you know, to like buy snacks while I'm on the trails. And I am certain that you will be seeing this bag on my back in future adventure videos, including my big exciting trip to Yellowstone. Until then, I do want to know what you use to carry your gear. Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching.